Hello everyone, welcome to this video. A common exam objectives for many of the Microsoft exam Azure exams is VNET peering. And VNET peering is very simple. And what it is, your virtual network. Say I have these two rectangles in here. So this represents, say, our virtual network 1 and this one is virtual network 2, and they can be deployed in the same US region or same Azure region, or they could be deployed in a different Azure region. Okay, unless if you deploy few virtual machines in here and couple others here, since virtual network is your network boundary, they are not going to be able to talk to each other, although all of them are actually still using the Azure infrastructure, right? So to make sure that they can talk to each other, there are multiple solutions available. The easiest one is the VNet peering, where you just set up a peer so that the traffic from here can talk to here, and traffic from here, this network can talk to this. Now VNet peering uses Microsoft's own backbone. The traffic does not go out to the internet, so in a way, you could think about this very secure way of peering your network. So let's see how to do that. So you come to your Azure portal. Let's see, it looks like it's loading for me for now. portal.azure.com. Okay, so this is my account, so I'm in. Let me quickly take a look at if I have anything in here. These are some groups that I don't need, so let me just delete this particular cluster. Delete resource group. So this is something you also need to learn. If you are creating something for your lab and you don't need it, you should delete it, or you end up paying money for the resources that you are not even using. Alright, once that's out of the way, let's just create a new resource group. So you need to create click on the add icon over here, and this should give you a new resource group. We're gonna call it peering RG. Okay, you can call it anything. It seems like it's a little slow today. Peering resource group, short RG. Okay, and this East US doesn't mean anything, so I can actually use even North Europe if I like for the region of the resource group. That's where the metadata for the resource group is going to be stored. So I can say yeah, okay. So think about it, your resource group is in a weird place. In a non-traditional region. I'm in the US and mostly use East or West. From here, what I want to do, I want to create two virtual networks. So just search for virtual network, and what do you want to do? I want to deploy one virtual network. I'm going to call it virtual network 1 VNet, or call it VNet East, because it's going to be deployed in the East US. That's what I want to do. Okay, and IP address range, you can choose the default one if you like. Okay, it's giving you 176 whatever, it's fine with me, and I'm just gonna say okay and create. And the other one that I'm gonna create, I'm gonna name it West US. Okay, so while this is going on, you can still start deploying the other one. So let's go virtual network, create, and VNet West. Okay, and again I'm gonna go now. This probably no overlap with the other one. If there is, we'll come back and we'll have to update the address space. So for the VNet peering, this is the only thing that you have to be careful about. If you have overlap in your private address space, you cannot do your peering. So let's create that. If we do have problem, then we'll fix it, so you know how to do that. Okay, so this one says validation failed. So what is wrong with it? Okay, so I have created a policy which is restricting the deployment of this machine. So what if you see anything like that? So there's another good thing that you're going to learn, how to disable a security policy. Okay, so you go to security center, go to security policy. Okay, I have recently done a presentation on how to apply policies, and what I did, I added a new custom policy, and I said, yeah, I want to make restrictions so you cannot deploy anything. Delete the installation for this subscription. Yeah, just delete it. And all the default that I added, one for you gotta have a tag, and another for you can only deploy resources in the East US. So I just got rid of them. So now go back again one more time, and this time if we try to deploy your virtual network, I should be able to do that. Okay, VNet West, and I'm gonna choose the West US. I guess that's the only one that I have. So West US 2 IP address, whatever it's giving me is fine. Review and create, and this time you see the validation is successful because I have deleted my restrictions. So I got rid of my restrictions. So now both the deployments are in progress, or one of them may be done. So now it's still going. No, this is done. So you can go over here inside the resource group. You see I have a virtual network is already available, and another one is getting created, and it should be available to us momentarily. So again, let's look back into our presentation. I don't need this. Did I close this one? Where did I draw this? Here, I actually draw it over here. So again, so we are creating the VNet 1, or we're really calling it VNet East, and we're calling this one VNet West. Okay, and we're gonna just do our network peering. So it just takes a couple minutes to deploy this thing. So to do the peering, all you need to do is come over here, and it's very clear under the settings you're gonna have this peering blade available to you. All you need to do is need to click on the peering, and right now you do not have any peering available to this particular virtual network. You will click on add. Okay, I need the other virtual network to be available before I can do anything. It looks like it's still actually this is still, although it's not completely done, it's still letting me choose it. So let's go ahead with the name of the peering. So what usually the name I choose is like this. So VNet West, and I'm just gonna copy, and I'm gonna say 2, and then VNet West. So VNet East to VNet West, and at the same time when you are creating, you also create the reverse peering as well. So you also create a VNet West to VNet East peering right from here. Okay, and allow virtual machine access to VNet East to VNet West, that's enabled. Allow virtual network access VNet West to VNet East, that's enabled. Now this to configure forwarded traffic. If you're using gateway and other things like that, then you have to use it, but we are not going to use any of that, so I don't need this feature right now. So at this time I can say okay. and let's see what happens. So here it's now, this is gonna be a little weird. So this is trying to create the virtual network. Wow, it's a virtual network peering is added a few seconds ago. Okay, so our deployment is successful, and I have the virtual network peering is also available. Now see what's going on. Virtual net east peering, if you look at it, it says the name of it is 2S. That's what we did. Peering status is connected. Peer, who is the peer with this network is the VNET West is the peer. Gateway transit we are not using. So what you can do, you can go to that other network. So what you should expect, if you go down to the peering, you should see the other peering from west to east is also enabled, connected, and your peer is now the VNET East. Okay, so that's really all you need to do for VNet peering. Just remember, this VNet peering only works with the private IP addresses. So inside this network now you can use your private IP address to directly talk from one network to another. Okay, that's the lab objective for this particular lab, where we have completed peering of 2 different networks. If you want, you can now deploy some machines, virtual machines, and do your testing. Make sure you can connect between each other. Okay, good luck with the exam. That's all about this lab.